Hey, what's up everybody? Thanks for clicking on the video. This is David Pendleton. I'm going to cover holes number 4, 5, and 6 of the Easter Tournament Rookie Division. This is a tough course, at least it is for me. So hopefully you're able to pick up hole number 1 drop, and maybe some of you got that albatross on hole number 3, because these next 3 holes are a little bit tricky. So let's go to the drive here on hole number 4. So that's hole number 3. This is hole number 4 drive. We're going to play with a Titan. And we're also going to play with our Goliath, okay? The reason that we're playing with a Titan and a Goliath is because we want the power on shot number 2. You could definitely take this shot with the Katana, but the problem is if you don't get enough yards on your drive, you're going to get caught in between clubs between your Goliath and Sniper, and that's going to make the rough bump a really tough possibility. Here you also saw that I used a little bit of curl to the right as well. If you can get at least this many yards right here, you're going to be in good shape for shot number 2, okay? So like I said, on shot number 2, we're going to be playing that one with our Goliath, and let's take a look at that shot right now. It's going to be a rough bump played at 10% at max. You're going to notice here I'm putting my green inner ring right there on the rough line, and then I'm spinning the ball to get it lined up with the hole. Now listen, if you're not good with rough bumps, that's okay. You don't have to take this shot because this is a dangerous shot. If you do misadjust, you send yourself here with a chance of getting into the sand or even missing the rough entirely and sending a flyer, okay? So this shot won't be for everybody, but it is the best possibility to get yourself the eagle here. You see, I hit the back part of the rough. See what I mean by almost hitting the sand? But here's what you can do is we could pull less rings. I played that one 10% at max. You could go ahead and pull it at mid-distance and take a couple decimal points off. You're going to end up hitting higher up on the rough and coming into the green and the hole at a lot better speed. So that's one thing you can do on that shot right there. Or you can just play straight at the pin with a bunch of backspin and just say you're not going to play the rough bump at all. Okay, let's go to hole number 5, which is a par 3. This is, again, yet another rough bump. I got to warn you about this hole. I don't know what's going on with this hole, but both of my opponents picked up pars, okay? I haven't seen that on a Tier 3 rookie tournament in a really long time where people are picking up pars on a par 3 consistently. I was just like, man, maybe I just got lucky, right? Well, lucky in the sense that I picked up chest. But I started going through the standings, and I found 3 people on one of my brackets that also picked up pars, and another couple people on my other rookie bracket that also picked up pars. So be really, really careful with this particular hole. But here's how I'm playing it, and for me, this was really safe. This is a situation where, though, since we're getting direct tailwind, we're going to put our entire yellow ring inside the rough and half of our orange ring inside the rough as well, just for the fact that, again, we don't want to accidentally send a flyer here with a misadjustment. This should be pretty good for you as far as making sure that doesn't happen. You'll see here I have no problem hitting the rough. The only problem is here the shot's not even close to dropping, so that's going to need quite a few tweaks in order to get it there. But wow, I cannot believe how many pars I've seen on this hole. Okay, hole number 6 here. This, in my opinion, this is our best chance for the drop. 6 top, 1 bar of side spin to the right, and then we're going to just push our rings here for the elevation pull. 3.8 miles per hour to pretty much about the top end of the scale that you're going to get with a Kingmaker. Here I'm going with about half of a ball of overpower. I do hit perfect, so I'm going to get pretty good distance on this direct headwind shot. We're going to also be playing another rough bump here too. This course is heavily designed for rough bumps. So if you struggle with rough bumps, you might struggle on this course as well, but this is a good time to practice them because You need to get that shot down in order to become a really good, consistent tournament or even one-on-one golf clash player. Same thing here, putting quite a bit of my rings in the rough. But at the same time, with crosswind, we don't really ever experience missing the rough with a perfect shot and sending a flyer. So I apply some spin, like the yellow ring right there on the rough line, ball guide line going to the hole. Okay. The only thing that stinks here is I hit a great ball. Having a hard time, consistently hitting perfect. This is the last hole that I can play on my lunch break before I get back to a busy day at work for the second half of my day. Great ball to the right. I do think with a perfect ball we make this. So take a look. I mean, speed is good. Okay, speed's going to come in a little bit slow because we hit great, but it still comes in right at pin, and it barely misses to the right. So I think with the perfect ball, we're good for a drop there, hopefully. That's holes 4, 5, and 6. Again, thanks for being patient while I work on getting these videos out. The rest of them will be out later on today. And then again, back 9, more than likely tomorrow morning with the outside chance I get a few holes in the back 9 out this evening. Thanks, everybody.